Good day, everybody. Today I am going to be looking at Zoom, how you can use Zoom to host a meeting or to teach a class, or for whatever reason you may want to use Zoom for. Before I do that, I'm going to remind you to subscribe, like, share, comment, and watch the ads. If it is a case that we want to use Zoom for whatever reason, whether it be for teaching, for a meeting, or whatever the case may be, you will have to download Zoom. You may ask the question, where do you go to download Zoom? You can go to zoom.us. So in your browser, you would type zoom.us and click on OK. The Zoom web page will come up, and from there you will scroll down to the bottom of the page, right to the bottom of the page. Under download, you are going to download Zoom Rooms client, so you'll have to click on that second option. Then you are going to look for Zoom client meeting, the download option for that. So you will have to scroll through the various download options that are there, which is this one that we want, Zoom client for meetings. So we're going to click on download. If you look down the bottom of your screen, you will see Zoom installer, but I'm going to cancel it. Reason being, I already downloaded Zoom on my laptop. But you would not cancel, you would go ahead and download Zoom. Now after you are finished downloading Zoom, you are going to sign up. So in signing up, you will have to fill out some information and then click on continue. After you have filled out what they ask you to fill out, you will select continue, and then of course you will sign up with your email and so on. And I would recommend that you use a Gmail email so that when you are scheduling your meetings, you can put it in your Google Calendar and so on. Not that you can't use any other, but you get other options, and you can get reminders with the Google Calendar, etc. All right. So once you've signed up, you would then sign in. So I'm going to click on sign in, and I am going to sign in. So the same email that you sign up with is the same email that you would sign in with. All right, so there you go. So once you sign in, you will notice that your Zoom platform is there in front of you for you to set up. If you notice, meetings is at the top. You have upcoming meetings. So if you want to set up a meeting or schedule a meeting, you can do that. You have previous meeting, which will show meetings that you have before, the ones that you will have after, personal room, meeting templates, and so on. Looking to your right, you will find profile, so you can even insert your picture if you want to insert a picture, and that picture will come up. Just in case you don't want to use a video, you can always do insert a picture to use. So you can set it up, so you have the option of uploading a picture if you want, or you can leave it like that. So I'm going to click back on the option that says meeting, because that is where you actually go to schedule a meeting. All right, so I'm going to show you how to schedule a meeting. So you would have to click on the option that says schedule meeting. Of course, with that said, you have to fill out the relevant areas. So what is the topic of your meeting? You could put whatever it is that you're going to have there. Suppose it is that you're teaching a class and the meeting is going to be basically your class. You would type the subject. This is just an example. So I'm going to type EDPM class. The description, you could put and it's not a must that you must put in a description. It's optional. So you can just put in class preparation, whatever the case may be in your case. When will the Zoom meeting be? You have to put in the date and the time and set the duration as well. So say the date will be the 26th, which is tomorrow. You can click on the little calendar picture there and select 26. And if it is 6 p.m., you would select the time. And if you want it to remain at an hour, you can leave it there. The time zone, you could change it to Eastern Time, US and Canada. And you can allow it to generate a meeting ID, because with Zoom, they use a username, a login name basically, and an ID, which will give you the opportunity to log in and put in the password to have access to the meeting or class or whatever it is you're using Zoom for. So you have a personal meeting ID that could be used, which suppose you don't want to have that to be used. You know, some people can take advantage of it. You can simply leave the option that says generate automatically. So each time you set a meeting, it will give you a different one, a different password, etc. All right. The option that says waiting room, tick that option. Reason for that, you don't want any and anybody to come into your meeting or into your class, if it's a class, or whatever meeting you are going to be having. So when you tick the option that says waiting room now, only users admitted by you, the host of that meeting or class session, whatever it is, can allow whoever it is to enter the meeting. Video, this is your option. I turn off my video because I want to use my picture, so my picture comes up instead of my video. If when I'm in the meeting I want to take off turn on my video, I have that option, but that will be in part 2 of this Zoom video. Participants, you can turn off their video or turn it on. Again, you the host, you have that option. All right, so where meeting options is concerned, you're only going to tick automatically record meeting on the local computer in this case, because the other options would go against the waiting room option, like allow participants to join at any time. Because we don't want that to happen, we wouldn't tick that, because, and that's the reason why we even say, you know, allow them to wait in the waiting room so that you can admit them if you want to admit them. Mute participant upon entry, that's another option that you can, if you want to select. I would select mute it, and then I will unmute or give them the option of unmuting themselves. And the next option, you wouldn't tick that. You don't want to block anybody from any region or country. And then again, that is really for specific types of meeting, if you need to. When you are through, you will click on save, right? So it will basically show you all that you have made, all the options that you have made. All right, if you look at the time section, below that you will see add to Google Calendar, Outlook Calendar, Yahoo Calendar. So you have the option of adding this scheduled meeting to these, any one of these that you would want to add it to. All right, and it shows all the other options that you had selected earlier. All right, you can copy the invitation so that you can send it to email addresses or to WhatsApp or whichever medium you choose to send it to invite people to this meeting. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is to click on Google Calendar. I'm going to use Google Calendar to show you basically what would happen. So I'm going to click on Google Calendar and it will take me to my Google Calendar, which comes with Gmail accounts. And to your right side, you will see Add Guest. In that section, you will insert all the email addresses of those persons you are inviting to the meeting or to the class, whatever it is that you're using Zoom for. So I'm going to put in one email. All right. To your left side, you will see a bell. Beside that bell, you will see notification. You can change it to email if you desire. You can remove the minutes to 0 minute and basically have the email be sent off right away. So there are other options in that section that you can also select and change if you desire to select or change anything. In the email, you will see them showing that you are inviting them to a scheduled Zoom meeting, and a link is there that can take them to it, and the meeting ID and passcode that they will need to have access to that meeting. All right, let us go back to the right side, right under the Add Guest section. You will see guest permissions, so you can give them the option to invite others if you would like them to invite others to that meeting, or you can remove that option and be the only person to invite persons to this meeting. You can also give them the option of seeing the other guests that are in the meeting. That is no problem. So you can tick that, and you can also uncheck the one that says invite others if you don't want them to be inviting persons. All right, when you are through, you will select save and send. So it will send the email to that person that you have invited. All right, so right away you will see Friday 26. Under Friday 26, you will see EDPM class 6 p.m. and the link for that. And that is what we had set the meeting for, that time and date. So you will see that in your calendar. All right, so when you're through, you can go back to your meeting information page, and then you can start your meeting. All right. And when you click on start meeting, you will then click on launch meeting.
This meeting is being recorded.
So this is a recording showing that the meeting is being recorded. Well, an option is there that says we are going to record it on the local computer. That was an option that I had selected under the recording tab. You will see it when you are setting up your meeting, when you're scheduling your meeting. So this is the end of part 1. Part 2, I will continue to show you more in terms of how you can utilize it now to share your screen or to use it to teach and to do so many other things. So in part 2, you will see all the other things that you can do. Thank you guys for supporting me as usual. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and sharing, and I'm going to encourage you to continue to like and share, and to, if you have not subscribed before, if you're new, please subscribe and like and share as well, and remember to watch the ads.